What if I told you silence in a relationship isn't always peaceful? Sometimes it's the loudest scream. Sometimes it's love pulling away. And sometimes it's resentment quietly growing. If you're wondering what the silence really means, stay with me, because it always says something. Welcome to Heart Talks, where we have real, honest conversations about love and relationships. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join a community that listens with their heart. 1. Silence isn't just silence, it's a message. Let's get one thing clear: silence in a relationship isn't meaningless. In fact, it can be one of the most meaningful signals your partner gives you. Sometimes it's calm and safe. Other times, okit. It's cold and distant. But either way, it's never nothing. Ask yourself, what kind of silence are we sitting in? Is it the kind of silence where you feel emotionally close, just enjoying each other's presence? Or is it the kind where the air feels heavy, like something's being avoided? Understanding the intention behind the silence is where the truth begins. 2. The 5 real reasons silence shows up. 1. Emotional withdrawal. Sometimes silence means someone's emotionally checked out. They feel hurt, unheard, or unimportant, but instead of yelling, they shut down. It's not always intentional. Some people just don't know how to talk about pain. 2. Avoiding conflict. They're scared that if they speak up, it'll lead to a fight. They grew up associating conflict with chaos. So, to keep the peace, they say nothing. But here's the problem. Silence doesn't solve conflict, it just delays it. 3. Emotional manipulation, silent treatment. This is a toxic kind of silence. It's used to punish, guilt, or control the other person by withdrawing emotionally. If you find yourself begging for attention or wondering what you did wrong, you're not in a pause, you're being silenced. 4. Overwhelm or burnout. Sometimes silence isn't about you, it's about them. They're overwhelmed, mentally drained, or emotionally exhausted. They may not even realize they've gone quiet, but it still leaves you feeling disconnected. 5. A cry for change. This is the silence before the storm. They're not happy anymore, and they don't know how to say it. So instead, they say nothing. Until eventually, they say goodbye. 3. When silence is safe and when it's scary. Let's be clear. Not all silence is bad. There's comfortable silence and then there's destructive silence. Comfortable silence looks like sitting in a car without talking, but feeling close. Being in the same room doing different things is still connected. Not needing to fill every gap with words because trust is already there. This kind of silence is bonding. It's intimacy. But destructive silence feels like you're in the same room, but on different planets. You don't talk about important things anymore, just surface level updates. You stop bringing up issues because what's the point? One builds the relationship. The other erodes it quietly, day by day. 4. How to break the silence the right way. If you're the one noticing the silence, don't wait for it to explode. Here's how to gently bring it into the open. 1. Use non-confrontational language. Say, hey, I've noticed we've been a bit quiet lately. Is everything okay between us? Avoid accusing or pressuring. Focus on how you feel and what you're noticing. 2. Create a safe space for vulnerability. Ask open-ended questions like, have you been feeling emotionally distant lately? Is there anything you wish we talked about more? Silence often hides unspoken needs. Make space for those to surface without judgment. 3. Don't force it. Sometimes people need time to process before they can speak. Don't demand answers at the moment. Instead, plant the seed. I'm here whenever you feel ready to talk. I just want us to feel connected again. That simple assurance can open more doors than pressure ever could. 5. If you're the one being silent, ask yourself this: am I afraid to speak up? Do I feel emotionally safe here? Am I holding something in out of fear or habit? If the silence is protecting you, that's a sign you may not feel emotionally secure. If the silence is punishing someone else, that's something you need to reflect on. Either way, Avoiding truth never leads to connection. Silence can mean many things, but it always means something. And when it goes ignored too long, it starts replacing love with distance. So don't wait for silence to break you. Break the silence with honesty, empathy, and care. If this video made you reflect, drop a comment and tell me, what does silence mean in your relationship? Let's have a real conversation down below. And if you're looking for more emotional truth and clarity, subscribe to Heart Talks and turn on the bell. Your heart deserves to be heard.